Today I am so excited to be coming to you with a gingerbread garland DIY. They're making gingerbread too. But first, let's check out the pin I am unboxing today. Guys, it is the 20th, December 20th, and day 20 of Vlogmas. We are so close to Christmas. We are going to kick this video off with my pin advent calendar. It was curated by my friend Mary over at Jolly Holiday with Mary. So I highly encourage you, after you watch this video, to go head over to her channel and see what pin I curated for her that she unboxed today. And today we are opening the base of the Christmas tree. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. I got this little hula girl. I'm pretty sure she's from Small World and she is so darn cute. So our little hula girl right here, she has her hula skirt on, the relays, and a beautiful Hawaiian floral. Mary, thank you so much. Now let's get into today's video. So for this project, you're gonna need a copy of my gingerbread template. There's a link down below in the description. Some brown construction paper, some glitter red and green cardstock, and the final paper product you'll need is some chipboard. You're also gonna need some black, pink, and white puffy paint, a pencil, a hole punch, a scissors, some string, yarn, small wooden beads, large wooden beads, and foam squares. First, you're going to take your template, and if you don't have a printer, you can draw out this template on just a plain sheet of paper. There's lots of great designs if you Google Mickey and Minnie gingerbread that you can trace off of your phone or kind of eyeball and hand draw. You're then going to take your scissors and cut this out. Then you're going to take your brown paper, your chipboard, and your red and green glitter paper, and you are going to trace onto these papers and cut out the different shapes. Now, your Mickey and Minnie, you're gonna cut them out on the brown paper to size, and then you're also gonna cut them out on the chipboard, but leave about 1/8 of an inch of space so it's slightly larger than your brown paper. And then you're gonna take your heart and your bows and draw shapes on the green and red paper. Now you can see on these chipboard ones, they have a little bit of extra space to make them slightly larger than your brown paper. And the final thing we need to cut out are little dots, and we're gonna use our hole punch and cut out the glitter red and green. Now that we have everything cut out, we are gonna take our brown little Mickeys and Minnies, and we are going to draw out the icing shape on them. So for Minnie and Mickey, you're gonna do a border all the way around the edge. And for Minnie, you're gonna make these little curly Q loops. It looks almost like a cursive E, right, on both of the ears. And then you're gonna make your M's, kind of a fancy M. I envisioned it, if you've ever seen the Pure Michigan commercials, it's kind of the M in that commercial, which I don't know if everyone looks at typography as much as I do, but that is what it is. Then we're gonna do eyes, smile, and then little nose. And finally, we're gonna do the squiggles on her little skirt here. And then Mickey, same thing. We gotta do the outline for Mickey. And if you need to use like a ruler for this or something to get everything nice and straight, you totally can. We do have the opportunity to erase this because we're using a pencil if need be. Just make sure you have a nice eraser on this so that it doesn't ruin the integrity of the construction paper. Mickey's also gonna get our smiley face with the 2 eyes, the nose, and a nice happy Mickey smile. And he's gonna get the Michigan M's on his legs and arms. And then he also gets some M's on his ears. For Murphy, for Mouse, for Mickey. All right, so we got our Mickeys outlined here. Next up, we are gonna take our puffy paints, and if you have brown available, you can also use that for the face, or black works too. And we are going to do our outlines in the different puffy paints. Now, the border and all the squiggles are gonna get the white. We're gonna use the brown for the facial features, and then the pink is just to give 2 little dots on their cheeks. So let's puffy paint. All right, here is our Mickey and Minnie. They need to dry for about 4 hours. Or if you want to, you can let them dry overnight as well. Next, we're gonna be adding in our glitter accents with these using some of the foam squares. Now, I'm gonna use actually the smaller foam squares, and I may even cut some of them because these dots are rather small. All right, Mickey and Minnie are all glittery and ready for Christmas now. Next, we're gonna take our chipboard pieces and we're gonna punch a hole kind of in the upper section of each of the pieces. So right about there. And we are gonna flip them over and place Minnie and Mickey on their respective pieces. And this is where our larger foam squares are going to come into play. We're going to foam square stick them onto the chipboard. These are all set up. I also want to mention I added the string in before I glued these down with the little foam sticker things. So just be sure you do that, or it can be a little challenging to get these guys threaded through your hole. So now that we have Mickey and Minnie all finished, we are going to set these aside and work on the garland, and then we will tie Mickey and Minnie into the sections of the garland that we want to have them in. All right, now we're going to take our beads and our string. So now that we've got our garland, we're gonna probably cut these to make them a little shorter. Then we're gonna take our yarn and we are gonna make little tassels. So for the tassels, you're gonna take your hand, and I like to make my tassels nice and fluffy. So I'm gonna wrap this around 15 times. Just like that. And you're gonna wanna make sure that this piece is down below, and you're gonna also cut this piece here. You're gonna slowly take this off of your hand. Then we're gonna take the end of our string here. We're gonna tie a knot. You're gonna wanna try to get it as close to the beads as possible, and make sure you double knot it. So now it's on there, and you're gonna see your little hoops all right there. You're gonna wanna pull them nice and tight down so that you can slide your scissors through and cut. Then you're gonna take some of your line here. We're gonna double knot it. Now, I like to make sure that I have 2 tassels long enough, so I just make that extra yarn that I just tied just as long as my other tassel pieces. And there is our little tassel at the end. Now let's do the other side. Guys, I hope you love how that turned out. I am so excited to put it in my kitchen, so let's check out how it looks. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and comment below. Tell me, are you going to be making this Mickey garland this holiday season? And if you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to consider subscribing to our channel and joining the Mouse and Mermaid family. I hope that you have a great rest of your day and a very merry holiday season. Peace, love, and kwaherini.
Before you go, we wanted to make sure you had a chance to catch our feature in-park video for Vlogmas. You can find a link to the video up above or down in the description. In today's feature video, we head to our honeymoon in Walt Disney World. Check out this magical video of Phil and I together on our first solo trip. I hope you'll go give it a watch.